Hey GH peeps, welcome back to my channel where we talk all things General Hospital. Today's late night review is for Friday. We made it, folks. It is April 19th, 2024. Hope you guys had a good Friday. I had a pretty good Friday. I cannot complain. Hey guys, it's Friday, right? How was GHGHing for y'all? Highs, lows, super lows, sunny lows. Yeah. Whew. Okay, guys, I was not happy with Anna. Okay, forcing Molly to break the law almost, because isn't it breaking the law? I mean, like, Sunny could actually go for another hearing if anything happens with this hearing, because it's big conflict of interest. Okay, that is her uncle. That is her sister's father. And Anna, you being a coward. You being a coward. What, you don't want you and Robert to get in trouble with Robin? Or just what? What? And I hear her. Well, you can be a fair, you're not going to be out here trying to take Sunny down and all that. I hear that. But no, you don't force nobody to do anything. That was just all manipulation, all wrapped around. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and talk about the story. But please leave your comments and your highlights for today's show in the comment section. You guys, you guys give me life, okay? I'm sorry. I do this because it's fun to do it with you guys, okay? Hope that sounded right. Hope y'all get what I'm saying, right? I like this. This is so cool. But anyway, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And let's talk about today's show, guys. So we got Jason's fine butt sitting there doing push-ups, looking all like, just all rock hard. And you know who knocking on the door? Carly. Jason, I need your help. And she's basically needs help with that stove downstairs. But she don't get that far because she just looking at his arm. I'm like, is that the only thing you looking at is his arm? Girl, really? I mean, look at the rest of him. Anyway. And she's like, I would have bet that you would have, because she's looking at his full sleeve. And she's like, I would have bet that you would have never, I could have almost bet that you would have never got a tattoo. And he says, well, you would have lost. And he says, he tells her about, he was alone. And it was different this time. Because normally Jason doesn't mind taking little breaks and leaving and stuff. But this time it was different because he was forced to be, he couldn't go home. He couldn't come home whenever he wanted to. And I thought that was kind of weird because at the beginning, when him and Danny was talking, Jason kind of made it, well, I guess he didn't want to freak his son out. Yeah. Because y'all remember when he told Danny that he could have came home, he just, or was it Michael? I can't remember who he told. But if he told Danny, he could have, why would he tell him that? But he didn't want him to worry about didn't want his son worried. But he was worried about his kids. I just want Jason to be a dad. But he was talking about, he got the tattoo because he wanted something that was his. And he never let himself think about home. And then one day he broke the rule. While Joel was finishing doing his tat, he thought about his sons, about how tall they are, and if Jake was still in the art, and if Danny was still playing football, and he was hoping that Monica wasn't grieving for him, and he was hoping that she was okay. And I was just like, I really like how they're giving Jason a little bit of soul. You know what I'm saying? They're making him not just zeroed in on just Sunny and Carly. I mean, he is still kind of zeroed in on Carly. But even still, he's still like, here's his gift. He's like pushing people back, like, you know what I'm saying? But this was nice. I liked it. And then he said he hoped for happiness for Sam and Elizabeth. He hoped that they were doing good and happy. So everybody thinking he was just out there lolly-dolling and all that other kind of stuff. And he was thinking about his family this whole entire time. And like he said, it was different for him because normally he could just come and go as he pleases. And this time he was he couldn't go home. He had to do this job. And he said basically by the time Joel was halfway finished with that that part of his tattoo was when he finally allowed himself to think about Carly. And the reason why we're doing this is because he was dulling his pain. Because Carly asked, "Didn't that hurt?" And he was like, started thinking about his family, started thinking about his kids, started thinking about his mom, started thinking about all the people he left behind that he was never going to see again. And that was pain. That was all the pain in it. So all the pain in his heart dulled the pain of getting his sleeve done. That's some real stuff. I have tattoos. Yes, I have tattoos. And some people say they're in painful places. I don't get the necks and all that stuff. That's crazy. But I do know when your head is, when there's a purpose behind the tattoo, when your head is focused on when your mind is focused on somewhere else, you don't feel it. You don't feel anything. It's purpose. It's driven. It's not even, by the time you realize that, you come back, he's like, oh yeah, they're almost done. So yeah. So I felt that. As a person who has tattoos herself, I felt that. And like I said, that's when he let himself think about Carly. And they finished that painful tattoo from there. They talk about his absence and the effect it had on both of them. And he tells Carly that she's the most resilient person that he knows. And Carly tells him her life was a complete mess. And she didn't have him to save her from all of her messiness. Like the metro and everything else that was going on. And basically what's going on with so it's not the stove. Well, it is the stove, but the city has basically came and shut down and turned off the gas. And Carly needs backup, and that's why she had came to get Jason, because it's going to be a little good guy, good cop versus bad cop. And she's so cute. She's like, "Come on, you've been arrested before. You know what we about to do." So the inspector tells him it's going to be 3 business days before they can get things fixed. And Carly's going back and forth like, "No, y'all didn't send me nothing. You didn't send me no paperwork." And he's like, "It ain't my fault that you ain't running your business right." And I'm like, "What? Huh? Oh my goodness." And that's when Jason finally gets in. He's like, "Hey man, what can we do to get this done? Because being off of business for 3 days is going to cause financial hardship. So what can we do? Please, can you help me, please?" So Jason basically just, came a little bit more mild manner, like Carly has said, good cop, bad cop. Meanwhile, Diane goes to Nina's office to get the sale paperwork for Metro done. So Nina's gonna go ahead with this. And Drew, I mean, come on, guys. Drew is just getting so much out of pocket. Now he just busting in her door whenever he gets a chance. Didn't he say he wasn't going to be micromanaging her and hanging on her neck and doing all that? This man has walked in. Well, they are just, I don't even know what to say about Nina and Drew. She tells him she's busy. And Drew don't care. He like, "I need to talk to Nina." And Diane's just looking at some dresses, and she's like, "I can come back another day, another time. I gotta be in court anyway." And they're like, "Nah, you need to move around. He can wait. This is my office. I do what I wanna, when I wanna, how I wanna, when I wanna." And I made me think, was she talking about him? When she said when she wanna. And she signs the papers. Meanwhile, and I'm doing a lot of meanwhiles, guys. I'm sorry. Danny is sneaking into his dad's room and checking out his glasses and his shaver. Being a son. And I was all for it. And I'm sitting here thinking in the back of my mind, I bet you Sam knows his location. And I was so waiting for her to show up. The previews tell me what happens with that. And we'll talk about Sam next week. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it today. But anyway, Danny tries on his dad's jacket. And guys, okay, so if that fit Danny that well, can you imagine how tight that actually is on Jason? Boy, if you don't hand that jacket down to your son, let your son have that jacket. Big man, little coat. I'm just saying, it's time to pass the jacket down. But Danny did look good in it. And y'all seen Jason's kind of halves. He didn't want to fully grin, but he was like, that's my boy. That's my boy. That's my boy. And Danny's just a cutie. He is cutie. Meanwhile, Diane is... Oh, like I said, Diane is walking into the... I don't know why I started that part over again. Diane walks into the Metro Court. Oh, okay, guys. I was messed up. Okay, so meanwhile, while Danny's upstairs trying on Daddy's jacket and looking damn good in it, not like that, guys. Don't come for me. But he looks like, you know, he's cute. Cutie. Meanwhile, Diane is walking in to Bobby's with the Metro Court paperwork that's been signed by Nina. And she tells basically, here, Jason, here's paperwork from Nina, and you can go ahead and sign it over to Carly. Carly, congratulations. And Carly's like, huh? What? Well, what? And, you know, Diane fine ass. She walks out. Carly like, I did this. This was on me. Even Drew and Michael, everybody tried to warn me. I didn't listen. This on me. This is on me. And that's when Jason's like, did you remember the conversation you just had upstairs? If I was here, would that have happened? No. Well then, take this damn hotel, because what am I going to do with it? And of course she does. And I'm like, they made that too easy, okay? All the no she did to Sonny, all the no she did to Drew, all the no she did to Michael. It was too easy. Too easy. Anyway, Jason walks back into his room and sees Danny wearing his jacket. You know, y'all seen that, like, Danny. He's like, that's my boy. That's my boy. We're going to head on over to the Quartermains. And we got Brooke and Olivia discussing the bachelorette party. And Brooklyn is a little worried. And I would be too. Those two, I would be too. But I'm sorry, I think they're going to have fun. They both look like they fun. It look like it's going to be some fun. I'm hoping it's going to be some fun. But Lois comes in with a surprise, and that is Sonny, Uncle Dimples, is coming to the wedding. And they're like, ooh, ooh. I said, ooh, ooh, Lord, a Bensonhurst reunion. That's sure to get Tracy's heckles up. They discuss Sonny's +1, and Lois is like, I made it. I purposely did not invite her. And we talking about Ava. And I made the eyes. Sonny knows that Ava's not invited. And I'm like, why isn't Ava invited? If Sonny want to bring her, he can bring her. He can bring whoever he wants. But anyway, that's when Brooklyn tells Brooklyn lets Lois know about, you know, her and the truck and Tracy's thing, and Lois is surprisingly agreeing with Tracy about not buying Chase the truck, and I agree. That would have been bad. Girl, you can get him a truck later on your honeymoon, anniversary, whenever you want. You can always buy him another truck. Brooke tells her mom that they discussed the money and the trust fund, and she feels like they're really in a good place now. Is this going to come up again? Are they already planning Chase and Brooklyn's end? Is it going to be messy? Who going to cheat? Who going to do what? You know what I'm saying? Because we all know soap marriages don't last, guys. I'm sorry. I am sorry. But we will see. We will. I guess we got Kevin and Laura, but we will see. They discuss Lois and Ned, and Lois is like, I can't believe you never asked me about, you know, me and your dad. And Brooklyn's like, well, shoot, I always had my dad. You were always there. I didn't really feel like I didn't have both my parents. And, you know, Lois is like, well, I just didn't want you to be raised around the Quartermain foolishness. That is their money. And let's just be real. Quartermains can be quite petty and quite reckless. So she didn't hurt Brooklyn. Brooklyn got to grow up around a whole bunch of family, and that was good. Sorry about that, guys. So, let me see. And then they discuss Jason. And Lois is like, I can't believe I just let this slip. Should we invite Jason? And I'm like, Jason's actually her blood relative, so he's actually is a Quartermaine? We don't even know if Jason would come. Let's just be real. But Jason is an actual Quartermaine, so. Anywho, we're going to move on over to the penthouse. Guys, now that we know that Sonny's medication is being messed with, I'm just hurting for my boy, okay? I'm like, damn, yeah, they got Sonny looking bad, man. They got Sonny out here just looking bad. So Sonny is pissed about Dex becoming a cop and doesn't want him spilling the beans, and he's going to have to take him out. And I'm like, too bad. He already did it. He's even mad that he listened to Carly. Talking about he would, if I would have known, I should have had them drag her back to the car. I was like, oh yeah, he's mad. He's mad at Michael. Mad at the betrayal of Dex. Sonny just mad at the world right now. And Ava says Michael was wrong, but kids do lash out. And I'm like, you know what? She should know about kids lashing out as much as her and Kiki was going back and forth. Half the time it was Ava's fault. Yes, that is in true fact. I'm going to say 99% of the time it was probably Ava's fault that Kiki was lashing out on her. But Ava does know about kids lashing out. And guys, were y'all mildly surprised about how Ava was starting to defend people now? And maybe she is because she knows it's the medications that are messing. And if Ava really thinks she can handle Sonny without his bipolar meds, she is wrong. Okay? Very much wrong. But Ava does bring up a point about, they were trying to protect Sonny, Carly and Michael was, and Dex. Because she was like, Dex even, he protected me when we were out of town. He saved our lives several times. Maybe they were just trying to, go about their way of protection. Sonny asks, what do I need protection from? So I wrote down what Sonny needs protection from. Himself, Ava, Pikeman, Valentine, Brennan, Nina, Scotch, and his pharmacist. That's just the name, some of the people or things that Sonny needs protection from. And then Sonny turns around and says, well, you know what? I'm just done. I'm done with all of them. After I'm divorced, Nina, I'm going to deal with Carly. I'm sorry. After I've divorced Nina, I'm going to deal with Dex. I don't know what I'm going to do with Jason, Carly, and Mike, but I'm going to do something. Sonny's just out trying to do everybody. Not in a good way either, okay? Ava tells him she understands, but she wants him to tread lightly when it comes to dismissing family that's always had your back. Sonny mentions that, him and Ava are family because, Avery. And I'm like, oh, Jesus, this is so bad. This is so bad. Ava says that Michael and Carly and Jason have always been loyal. And Sonny is so hung up on Nixon Falls. First of all, I find it so funny that every time he brings up Nixon Falls, he still mentions Carly as being the wife. My wife. And I'm like, I hate that, this COVID, I hate the COVID thing. But I hate that Jason had to go because this would have been a really interesting play to see how this would have played out. Especially now that we see that Sonny clearly has had an issue with the whole entire Jason and Carly marriage and hookup. And it probably didn't help when, him coming in and seeing them about to get, in the bed. But he said things have been messed up since then. And I was like, boy, you can't see past your own self-righteousness. But he's like, the trust has been broken. I was gone in less than 6 months. I said, oh, actually, it was about 9 months, almost a year, I want to say. It felt like a year. But it was around 9 months, give or take. Sonny brings up Jason being a Fed informant and was involved in the shooting. And I'm like, you know what? I can't even get mad at him for saying that or feeling that way Even though the shooter missed, I still can't get mad at Sonny because Jason ain't telling Sonny what's going on. Not that Jason would, because Sonny obviously is not right. Ava tells Sonny not to isolate himself, that is not healthy, and that it could actually put him at a disadvantage. She ain't lying. He's already at a whole bunch of disadvantages. Speaking of a disadvantage, Ava. Sonny tells her he can't talk to nobody else. Dante is a cop. Can't trust the rest of them. Carly, Michael, Dexter, Nina. They're useless to me. Useless. And now Sonny thinks that Carly and Jason have been in connection for the past 2 years. I was like, and you can see it in his face, the vulnerability in his face. I'm like, Ava, tell this man the truth, please. I don't see how Ava really thinks she can handle Sonny. She can't. She can't. She cannot handle full bipolar Sonny. Carly could barely handle full bipolar Sonny. In fact, the only person that could halfway handle was Jason. And that ain't gonna be good right now. Jason might get unalive messing around with Sonny. But I think things are not gonna go for Sonny's favor much longer. But let me keep moving on. Ava convinces Sonny to get out the house. Let's go out and walk. Let's go out and get, some lunch. He grabs Ava's hand, and they're, of course, they're headed to the Metro Court. Just then, or should I say, meanwhile, Carly is walking into the Metro Court, grabs Liz and tells her the good news as Sonny and, no. Let me walk it back. Ava and Sonny head to the Metro Court, run into Liv. Isn't that they run into Liv? I thought they run into Liv, and they're talking to Liv, and then that's when Carly runs up, grabs Olivia, and like, girl, we business partners again. Jason and bought the company. I'm back, bitch. I'm back. Yeah. Nina's walking into the room. Sonny and Ava are like. So Sonny walks up to Carly as she's sitting there loudly professing her happiness about being back at the Metro Court and that Jason got it for her. And says, can I talk to you for a second? And she's like, no, you can say what you got to say right here. And he says, you, Jason, and Nina are a bunch of liars. 3 liars, 3 traitors, and you all deserve each other. And Nina's like, and then she looks over at Ava, and Ava's looking at her, and she's like, and I'm like, oh, and y'all seen the previews. How is Ava going to get herself out of this one? Because Nina's face looked like, oh, I got set up. I got played. I got play. He lumping me here with Jason and Carly. Oh my God. I'm going to tell y'all right now. Sneak Peek say that Carly goes off on Sonny. And you know what? I don't blame her. I don't blame her. Now, you already know everybody's going to be walking the walk of regret once they all find out that Sonny's off his meds. But yeah, I don't blame him for going off on him. Boy, you've been getting away with too much. And I was looking at Nina like, yeah, girl, your homegirl set you up, girl. We're going to do some backstories because, I got them out. I want to do some backstories. Nina and Drew. Drew asked Nina, did she sign the divorce papers? Was that the paperwork that Diane was asking her to do? He is concerned that she's planning a revenge scheme and doesn't want her shenanigans on company property. I'm like, company property? She just signed back the company property back over to, you're renting that. The company property actually now belongs to your ex-girlfriend or her bestie. If anything, you shouldn't want her doing that on company time. Drew should not be trying to, what's this? Now Drew trying to control Nina? She calls him paranoid, but happily tells him that she sold the Metro Court back to Jason, which is for, of course, for Carly. Drew's face when she told him that, though. Y'all see Drew's crazy eyes? Drew's eyes went crazy. Of course, Nina says that it was all Carly that put Jason up to it. Because, of course, nobody can just do anything for Carly because he wants to. Drew's eyes are getting even crazier. Okay, and what did he? Anyway, he reminds Nina that there can't be a buyer without a seller. And I'm pretty sure you made a good profit. Well, my daddy was a real estate. I learned from him, and of course, And okay, so she paid what, 9% over the market ticket. She wanted 15, but she only paid. I think she only got 9. I think that was the deal from last time. So yeah, that's better than 0 and not just paying to get the company back or whatnot like that. But she didn't get the 15. Now that would have been a hustle. But who am I? I don't have none of that. Anyway, Nina tells Drew that this is going to help her get Sonny back. She's hoping that Sonny will appreciate her kind gesture. Narrator, it is a fact that he did not appreciate her kind gesture. Not at all. Anna's office. Okay, guys. This is the disappointing story. So Josh shows up to beg Anna not to allow Dex to become a cop. And I'm like, how many people have to remind Josh that it's not up to anybody but Dex? I'm so tired of Josh. She's making me tired. Okay, I'm tired of her saying Dex. I'm tired of her talking about Sonny unaliving Dex. I'm tired of her talking. Period. I'm not tired of her talking. I'm over it. I'm really over it. Anna tells her Dex becoming a cop will actually keep him safe. Sonny won't alive or unhurt a cop. Josh said, well, he had an FBI agent beat up. I know that last night. And it's like, you don't know that. You ain't got no proof of that. She's like, oh my God, put 2 and 2 together. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Sonny's responsible for all unhappiness for Port Charles. You have to take him down. And I wonder how sorry Jocelyn's going to be when she finds out that Sonny's got his medicine messed with. I want her to be the first one to apologize. I'm so over Jocelyn and this. I mean, she's so dick sick, guys. And Dex is his own man. And Anna tells him, finally, this is Dex's decision. So what is this, like the 18th person that told Josh that this is Dex's decision, that you don't control Dex? And didn't you want to break up with this boy? Girl, mind your business. Go find you something to do. Trina, go get your homegirl. Jocelyn is just running around here. She ain't got nothing to do. I want to say something. I'm not. I'm going to be good. I'm going to be good, guys. I'm going to be good. Jocelyn says when Dex is unalived by Sonny, his family won't be there. Girl, how you know? But I will be. Don't give me his flag. And I'm like, don't worry, Jocelyn. They won't. You're not his wife. You're not his family. It goes to his family. So they will properly place the flag in a proper situation. I'm not using the right words, but it will be handed to his family. You ain't getting no flag, boo. I was like, who she think she is? Just because you running around here trying to be Captain Save-A-Dex don't mean that you're going to have rights to Dex. You are nothing but an ex-girlfriend. That's all. Not no wife. When she said that part, I was just like, Anna probably would give it to her because they don't never follow protocol anyway. But, Jocelyn ran out. But that did get Anna. Anna's like, oh my gosh, I didn't even think about that. I'm like, yeah, police commissioner, you didn't think about that? Anna calls Molly in and gives her both statements. 1, the beat down. 2, the ordered hit. Molly like, well, what's the change here? I thought you and Sonny were friends. And it's like, nah, I can't do that. No more passes. I told Sonny when I was police commissioner before I couldn't give him no more passes. I can't give him no passes on this either. Molly asks, why not? Why not hand this to DA Scorpio? And why are you handing it to me? Anna tells her he would like it too much. He would get too much personal enjoyment in taking down Sonny. Molly says, it's personal for me too. That's her uncle. That's her sister's sister's father. Not baby dad, but sister's father. Guys, this is so wrong. I'm just going to... And it was wrong, and this is so wrong. But Molly does look into the case file and says, well, someone could make a case for assault, conspiracy, and attempted murder. When Anna questions the someone, Molly's like I said, it's a conflict of interest. Sonny is my sister's father, who is currently pregnant with my child. And I was just happy that somebody finally mentioned that this thing that there's been a lot of conflict of interest going on lately. A lot. Okay, guys? A lot. I couldn't believe they finally mentioned it today. And they ain't trying to hear this and tells Molly that she will push Robert to pick Molly. And that's when I was like, now you're going too far, Anna. Now you're going too far. Now you're going to you don't want Robert to get in trouble with Robin. You just gonna you want to stay out of the context so Robin ain't mad at y'all. Especially when it comes out that Sonny wasn't on his medications. Molly's like, this is a clear conflict of interest. He's my uncle. And it's like, well, actually, it's up to the judge. But if you want to go to the judge and, talk to them about your relations, you can. And she's like, well, then I would just recuse myself. And that's when Anna's like, oh, my God. Why can't you just do the case? I'm like, what? Not now you're pressuring the DA's office, woman? I know you will prosecute him fairly. You won't be doing the showboating. You won't be trying to seek to make him pay, but you also won't be lenient on him. And Molly's like, so what? What are you saying? You've been lenient on Sonny all this time? Anna brings up the good that Sonny's been doing, keeping the hospital funded, keeping the organizations funded, keeping the drugs off the street. He's always been the lesser of the two evils, but that's evil. I have tangible proof now. And his actions are just too disturbing. He actually did this to a psycho that was a drug dealer and trying to unalive a lot of the people at... The fact that we are having this discussion over Cyrus makes me sick. Okay? The man lied to get himself out of prison. And before that, he got Drew stumped down and almost unalive. Anyway, Molly like, nah, still don't want to do it. Anna pleads with her about the case again, and talking about we have to do our due diligence and our duty. And I'm just sitting here like, well, then you should do your due diligence and have your ex-husband do his duty and have him prosecute Sonny. And if he can't be biased, then maybe y'all just need to find a new DA. I see, and I'm a little confused by what Anna's trying to do, because she's going through all this to prosecute Sonny, but at the same time, she's choosing Molly to do it because Molly's going to show compassion. She's going to not be lenient, but she's going to show compassion. So we want to spank Sonny in the hand, but we don't want to chop his hand off. I guess, guys, I didn't appreciate Anna bullying Molly. I didn't. And we all know what this is going to do. This is going to cause a lot of conflict between Molly and Christina. Because Christina's not going to care. She's not going to understand. She's not going to see it. Molly can sit there and say whatever she wants. But if Christina and Molly are in that courthouse and she hears Molly ripping her father to shreds, it ain't gonna go well. And we all gotta remember, Molly does not actually have legal custody over this baby. In fact, she has none. The only person that has legal custody of the baby right now is Christina. And then once the baby's born, Christina and, of course, I can't think of her partner's name. TJ. So this is going to be interesting, but we definitely do see that the writing's on the wall that this is going to cause conflict between Molly and Christina. Conflict that we just don't need right now. And I just feel like Anna's being a bully. But I also could see why Molly might take the case, because she doesn't want somebody just to come and try to hang Sonny. You know what I'm saying? Because they're just trying to bring down the Don. But anywho, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. You guys are all truly amazing. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. I hope I caught all the stories. But if I didn't, I apologize. Please, once again, like and subscribe. You guys have a wonderful weekend and sleep well tonight. Be blessed. Talk to you soon.